Hi, it's Amanda the Nail Polish Hound, and in this video we're going to be looking at Holo Taco's Lunar Unicorn Skin. And the trouble with these iridescent flaky toppers is that in the bottle they all look pretty much the same, or very similar anyway, and it's difficult to know what sort of effect you're going to get on the nail until you use them. So that's why I've created this series where I use toppers over a number of different colours, so you get an idea of what sort of colour you might like to wear it over. We're going to start off with white, and I am using Barry M's cotton. And over the white, I think this one is really pretty. You wouldn't expect it from the bottle, but it does have a beautiful blue and purple shift with a delicate amount of the gold. Then we're going for a light grey. This is Ada's Nails Grace, and I love it over this one too. Slightly more of the gold showing, but still that lovely sort of purple effect over the top of this one. And I think this one is probably my favourite. Now we're moving on to a darker grey. This is Chai by Barry M, and it's amazing to me how quickly the gold starts to take over. I'm not a fan of bright golds, so this one I don't like as much. Then we're going to do a black, which is typically the way that you get most of the colours to show up. But for me, I find that this one tends to pull almost entirely gold when you use it over the black. So as I said, that sort of bright gold isn't my favourite, so this is not a combination that I would wear. Putting it over a bright red, we're using OPI's Having a Big Head Day, and you also get a lot of that gold showing up. This one probably would make a nice Christmas mani. And then over an orange, I'm using OPI's Living on the Boulevard, and you also get quite a lot of the gold, but it doesn't seem quite as bright. It sort of warms it up a little bit. And that's what this combination looks like on the nails. Next up we have a yellow. This is Sally Hansen's Butterfly Stroke. And this one, I think if you like yellows, this is quite a pretty combination, and you've got some almost sort of reddish tones coming into this one. For mid-tone green we've got Sinful Colours Pistache. And again, I like the variety of colours that you see on this one. You've got the purple and the blue starting to come back through again. Then we've got Model's Own Bermuda Blue, and on this one you get a sort of purpley blue with a bit of pink, bit of teal. I really like this one. I think it's a lovely combination. Then we have a mid-tone purple. This is Sinful Colours Verbena. And oddly over this one you tend to get the gold showing up quite a lot again, which I find strange given the fact that it's a similar sort of tone to the blue next to it. Next up we have a pale pink, and this is OPI's Pinking of You. And here we're starting to see more of the purple and the blue again. Next one up is Nails Inc Portchester Square, but over this one you got a lot more of the gold. So I am finding this one quite perplexing compared to some of the other Holo Taco Unicorn Skins, which are a little bit more predictable in what colour you get when you apply them over a different base. Moving on to OPI's This Cost Me a Mint, which is a lovely pale mint green. And on this one you're seeing more of the purple and the blue again, a little bit of that gold around the edge. Then for a pale blue I've got Barry M's Elderberry, and I love this one too. The sort of purple and blue with just a hint of the gold. I think this one's really pretty. Then we have Essence I Lilac You, and again over this one mostly sort of purple and blue. And of course I like this one too. Moving into darker colours, we've got a dark red, Rimmels, Berries and Cream, and now we're back to much more of a gold shift. It's incredible when you compare it to the last one that is actually the same topper. Now I have used my hand there to give you a little bit more contrast because the darker colours are a little hard to see against the black background. So you have Evergreen by Barry M, and this one also pulls mostly gold in colour. For a dark blue we have OPI's March in Uniform, also predominantly gold. And finally we have a darker purple, this is Nubar's Toga Purple, and this one also looks mostly gold. So as I said, I think this one was probably the most confusing of the unicorn skin toppers. I'm really glad I did this swatch wheel. I hope you found it useful, and if you did, I've got a whole series of these, and here's the link to them. Thanks for watching, bye!